Now we can fire our show electrically with the use of a very reasonable consumer wireless firing system. This is our shooting star system. We use it in conjunction with an igniter called a Talon. Let's look at how Talons work. Talons are essentially a clip device with a very fine filament running through the clip. And what we do is we clip the Talon onto the visco fuse, and when current passes through the Talon, it will ignite the visco. Now, to ensure 100% ignition, what we want to do is to break the lacquer or weaken the lacquer coating on the visco a little bit. Just bend it back and forth a couple of times. And now we're going to clip on the Talon. And it's important that we don't put the fuse through the end of the clip because we may damage or bend that very fine filament. You just put it inside and then squeeze it tight and we're ready to go. So let's look at the actual shooting star firing system. It comes with two modules, each with 6 cues. So to set up, we will just pull the insulation off the end of the Talon igniter. We split the wire, separate the copper, like so. Now I like to bend the bare copper over to double it up. And what that does is increase the amount of contact with the spring clip. So we use the spring clip, insert one side, insert the other side, and we are ready to go. With the transmitter, there's buttons 1 through 12. So turn on your transmitter, pushing button 1 will fire Q1. Pushing button 12 will fire Q12. Now we can insert a second Talon into any one or all of the cues if we want to fire multiples. Now this works very well for your grand finale. So when we come to the grand finale, we may have a cake on the left and put a second Talon in and a cake on the right. Now these are 1 meter Talons. We have 3 meter Talons and 5 meter Talons. So our finale could be 10 meters apart, fired simultaneously. A great little system. It's just powered by AA batteries, and it has a range of 150 meters. So how great is that? Set this up in your backyard, and from the back deck you can have an invited guest or whoever push the button and fire the show from a safe distance away. The other advantage is the shooter, instead of in the dark looking for a fuse with a flare, trying to find which one to light next, you're sitting back watching the show with the audience and you're controlling the flow of the show and deciding exactly when to ignite the next device. Excellent. Okay, so let's attach a Talon to an actual firework. All the fuses have a protective foil fuse cover. That's to protect against an accidental ignition of one device propagating to all the other devices in your show or in storage. So again, we'll just bend the visco a couple of times to weaken the lacquer. Going to clip the Talon on it, squeeze it, and now we're going to apply a piece of tape. So you have to edit that. Let's use our gaffer tape. Now we're going to put a piece of tape on this to introduce some strain relief. Always a chance of someone in the dark, size 12 boots, tripping over your wires, and with a good tug it could pull this fuse out of your firework. So to make it really secure, we're just going to take a piece of tape and tape the whole assembly nice and secure to the firework itself. And there, that's got a lot of added strength. Now we're ready to go.